Hey y'all, it's Aly, Mostly Sunny Sales. Thank you for coming back for round two. See if we can get this figured out a little better. Today I'm going to be going through a rhinestone crafting lot. So all of the pieces that I look at with you today are going to have some form of rhinestones on them. Usually I just find acrylic ones and glass ones. I don't know if we're going to have any actual like crystals, but that's okay. That's what I purchased. That's what I knew I had, what I was looking for. And some of the pieces I'll probably keep for myself because I do want to start doing some crafting just for like a way to relax, sort of. And then also I'm going to be creating some lots of rhinestone crafting pieces to put up on my eBay store. eBay is also Mostly Sunny Sales, and I will try and get that link attached to the video and then also in the description if anybody's interested. And this is just my second video, so we are going to try and give this setup a shot and see what happens. I will just kind of move this aside a little bit here just to get things out of the way. And I did also bring out my little bling bling ring holder, which I think is super cute. I'm not a high heels kind of girl, but it's really cute. And somebody had got that for me previously when they knew I was getting into jewelry. And look at that. It's gonna work perfectly. It is now a jewelry mover out of the way / ring holder. But anyways, so let's take a look at some rhinestone jewelry, see what we have. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. If you did see the first video, you're welcome. I hope your sides have stopped hurting from laughing so hard. I'm trying here, y'all. I'm trying here. And may actually have to move our little shoe friend. I did think I saw some rings in here, so that's why I brought that out. Also, I thought it was kind of a fun little backdrop. However, I see it's going to be an issue for focus. So we will learn as we go. Like I said, I'm here to hopefully have a community of jewelry lovers where we can just hang out and chat, and then also learn together, and you can, see how this all goes and make some friends in the jewelry world. Even if it's online community, who knows, someday we could all get together. Anyways, so the first one I'm holding here, I can see right away that it's missing some rhinestones. I hope that lighting is okay. But it's just a single, like, 3/4 hoop earring with the red rhinestones in it. It is missing some pieces there, but that could be good for harvesting. I'm going to put that one to the side. And we have another similar earring, only this one has clear or white colorless rhinestones. Here we have a cool pendant. You'll see when I turn it around here in a second. A lot of these pieces appear to be like they were made to look vintage, but they're not necessarily vintage. So this one has a bunch of clear, they feel like glass, they're pretty cold, rhinestones surrounding the acrylic cameo piece there, kind of like a hot pink cameo, and then it has like that antiqued gold tone looking color. I'm gonna have to obviously play this back and make sure I have lighting good so we can see what it is looking at here. Again, this is a learning process for me and just trying. So let's see what we can make happen. So there's the cameo pendant. And here looks like just a little piece. Very sparkly though, kind of unique design. Looks like maybe it came off of a necklace. I can see where it would have the attachment there to a necklace piece. So just fun crafting sort. Here we have pretty brooch. It's got the double C's. As I stated in my first video, I'm very new to jewelry, and so I am just learning. I'm sure that this double C should jump out at me right away as like Coco Chanel or something like that, but I can tell it's just costume jewelry, so a reproduction at best. But anyways, it's still fun, and who doesn't like looking at sparkles, right? So the back is busted. The clasp is missing here, the part that would hold it together, and it's missing a couple of the, oh, maybe it's not. Oh yeah, there's some couple of the baguette rhinestones. Still very pretty though. Here we have another earring. That one's just got, it's kind of like a clover leaf, and it has the gold tone around it, and then it almost looks like white metal, like painted white metal. And then the clear rhinestones all around it. So there's just another earring. Here's a big chunky fun one. This is, kind of feels like glass. I don't have my, I have a tool that I use to kind of clink on things carefully so I don't damage them, to help me with the sound on if it's glass or not. It actually might be acrylic. You can kind of see through it that the painted metal texture on the back is wearing off. However, it still has really good sparkle. Just that facet cut in the gold tone. It is a pierced earring with the extra clip on there. So again, another fun crafting piece. Let's see how many we can get through here. And I live quite literally a stone's throw away from a very active railroad track, which I really enjoy. I think it's a very soothing noise. However, it's going to be horrific on videos, so I will have to try and figure out the whole editing thing so I can stop and come back, because I imagine that it would be very loud. Anyways, here is a pretty dangle earring. You can get some of that sparkle on there. Just kind of like the amber and champagne colored, with your rhinestones in there. Here's the back of it. And again, I'm learning, I believe, I call them hook back, but I think if I'm not wrong, that's the French hook. I have to look that up again. I usually have to look up different types of clasps and earring backs and, you know, lengths of necklaces, what they're called, things like that, every time that I'm going to list something on eBay. But that's how you learn, right? So here is a really cute brooch. Oh, it's got the AB finish on all the rhinestones. You can see that. And it's kind of domed, at least the middle piece there. You can see it's bent pretty good there. I don't know, I might be able to fix that one. I kind of hate putting pieces into craft lots if they can be repaired and, you know, used for their intentional purpose. So if it can be worn as a brooch, I'd like to keep it as a brooch. I might have to put that one to the side. It's not marked, but I have less experience with repairing jewelry than I do with talking about it and researching it. So we'll have to see. I don't know if I could do that or not. I do have, and to make the long story short, she's the owner of the house that my husband and I are renting, her and her husband. However, their house and also the house that my son is renting are all on the same property. Great people. And we've been here for about a year, but I mean, they're like family. And anyways, she, before she retired, designed jewelry and sold handmade jewelry, like on eBay. And so I might be able to go to her and say, can you help me figure out how to repair this? That's my whole point. But anyways, a little more into the life of Aly. So here's a really cool earring. I wonder if we'll find a match to that. Usually in craft lots, there isn't too many matches, but we'll see. It's got a little bit of cleaning that needs to be done on the acrylic there. Just a fun earring. It's got the clear rhinestones kind of tying it all together. And then we have a little pendant stuck into a brooch. So just a little bow pendant. It's got the clear rhinestones on the sides there and the faux dangle pearl. And the brooch I pulled out. I have a pin. I love these colors. These are like my favorite colors together. Not necessarily a huge green fan, but like royal blue, by far my favorite color. But I remember when I had my first townhouse, when I was new mom, my early 20s, that was the color of my kitchen. And I just thought I was so fancy. I'm like, look I put colors together. And now it's on a brooch, so I know I did have some taste. Anyways, it looks like somebody tried repainting like the gold tone on this and just didn't do a very good job. But that's okay. Everybody tries. Looks like they painted the back maybe too. But the brooch, the clasp still works and the pin still works. I think I still would sell that one as a craft piece though, because they're pretty scuffed up. So yeah, just a long brooch. And then we got some stuff hiding back here. Oh, we have another pendant. There's the back of it. And that's pretty. Just acrylic. That's okay. I think it's so funny when I'm watching videos and people are like, oh, it's plastic. Oh, it's acrylic. like I totally get that. But they're still beautiful, right? Like, you know, a lot of people say too, still beautiful. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so we have like an ivory and black. It's a butterfly on some flowers there. And then it's got the clear rhinestone. But I can feel this is not metal. This is acrylic as well. Doesn't look like it's signed. It just looks like there was some glue back there somewhere. But that could be a fun crafting piece too. Oh, we have our first ring. So it is a very interesting ring. It's adjustable, gold toned, pretty worn, but it's got clear rhinestones going up the sides of it, missing quite a few rhinestones, and then the faux pearl. It's kind of interesting. So I'm between like 6 3/4 and 7 for a ring size. And that fits me a little bit loose, but again, it's adjustable. I do have a ring sizer. I just didn't bring it out because I figured I'm not going to be selling any of this on YouTube or anything. So well, it's kind of chunky. It doesn't want to sit in there. I have to go over here. Anyway, so I didn't bring out all my measuring tools and stuff like that. Just looking at stuff, just chatting. Here's an earring. Got kind of like smoky clear rhinestones up on top with the dangle ball. 2 dangle balls. And it is a Monet earring. Ooh, some sparkles. My husband always teases me because I go, ooh, shiny. Like, it could be anything. It could be a reflection off of somebody's mirror as we're driving down the road. And I'm like, what was that sparkle? That was before I even thought about selling jewelry. just, you know, used to be, what do they say? Used to be a bass or a raccoon, a crow, something like that. Love the shiny. Anyway, so that's a really cool earring. It feels like glass too, and those are prong set rhinestones. I do have learning that I need to do with earrings. I wish this was a live chat too so people could respond. But a lot of times I'll see the earring back has a name on it, like this one says the Veste, Vieste. However, more than likely, yeah, that's not on like the earring anywhere. That might say something. I'll have to look at that later when I have the loop. But anyways, because you never know, like somebody could have taken that back off, the earring back, and put it on a different earring just because, you know, they needed it back. And that's what they had in their jewelry box or whatever. So I'm hesitant to ever say that this is a Veste earring when I don't know for certain. That's where Google Lens and all that fun stuff comes in. I need to get a million jewelry books too. That would be very helpful. Here's another brooch. So we have kind of like a swirled enamel paint. I've heard people call it like oil slick looking. Almost like a glittery color in it. And then it's got the clear, yeah, those feel acrylic. Clear acrylic rhinestones, and then the faux pearls. That's kind of a cute flower. This one actually looks like it's in really good condition. I don't know that I would put this in a craft lot. I probably would put it in like a brooch lot, or, oh, here's an art issue. The pin back needs to be adjusted or tightened. Anyways, that's really cute. Ooh, it's a pretty bracelet. Let's see here if I can get it open. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds chirping in the background. Our house backs up to a forest with a train that goes through it. So it's an interesting area that we live in West Virginia here, but it's fantastic. Like, I love it so much. But I love there's birds singing all day long, which drives one of our pitties crazy. She's not a bird fan. But anyways, this is pretty. So you've got glass clear rhinestones. Looks like it's missing one. I have to get better at the art of putting in rhinestones. Full disclosure here, like I mentioned in my first video, Graceful is not my middle name. The first time I ever tried repairing a brooch by using the E6000 or E600. Not the best at affiliate marketing. You won't be seeing those advertisements here because I can never remember the names of things. But anyways, jewelry glue. I literally glued a rhinestone to my finger. And I had to go get my husband. And I'm like, Tim, help me. I am like forever bedazzled. I did not mean to do that. So, to be very careful, and maybe I can glue another rhinestone in there. That's kind of cool how that moves, though. You can see. That's neat. Nothing is signed on that. I think I want to put that to the side, though, and try and repair it. Because there is some wear to the metal. However, it looks kind of vintage. So, I mean, that, you know, could be expected. So, not necessarily craft ready yet. We'll see what we can do. I'll let you watch the mess here as I try and get some untangles. And here's another earring. It's got some verdigris on the back there. Our green friend. Usually I find that I can clean that off. But that's pretty. don't know if you can see that. It's got the AB finish on the rhinestones. And then the, whoopsies, ring down. The little dangles there. With them. And I am just putting all of the earrings to the side. If I end up coming up with pairs of earrings like that, then those won't go in a craft lot unless there's tons of damage to them or something. I always like to give jewelry its full life, you know? Let it live out its full purpose before it gets sent to the pasture of crafting. Anyways, so we have a gold tone. I just don't know if these rhinestones are going to show up very well in the video. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So gold tone with lots of clear rhinestones. Oh, we're missing one there. That might be an easy fix. If I have that. I don't have a million rhinestones like just hanging out to be repaired. But I have enough. And I also have some other like pieces of broken jewelry that I kind of harvest them from. So there's a pair that might be able to be repaired. That's pretty. Look at the sparkle on that. Or it's like people call it the fire. It's definitely missing quite a few. And obviously the big old one there, but I wonder what, that must be part of a brooch. Oh yeah. Okay, so definitely well loved. See if this thing still works. Yep, that's really pretty. There's no maker marks or anything on it, but there must have obviously been more to this brooch at one point, because it has all these little pieces here hanging down, or like there should have been something hanging down there. Makes me wonder what that originally looked like. That's very pretty though. I'm not a huge yellow fan, but that's just because I was trained that way by my grandmother. She was the greatest woman in the world, I swear. But my Gigi, my grandma, always would say, yellow is such a waste of a color. But I think she's wrong. I think yellow's pretty too. So anyways, okay. So here's another pretty one. There we go. I'll use my ring for that. An acrylic. It's kind of like an amber colored pendant with the gold tone rope. And that one says RMN. So I believe that's Roman. I mean, that's pretty. Here we have a little pin. I don't know the technical terms or what a jeweler would say, but for me, usually if it's like under an inch, I always call it a pin versus a brooch. I guess I don't know, like I said. Technically speaking, in the scientific jeweler's world, what's a pin and what's a brooch? But this one's stuck pretty good. Wow. Dang. Yes, definitely have some discoloration going on there. Got the metal coating is wearing off. Looks like there used to be something right here. So I don't know if it's busted or I thought I saw a name. AJC. I'm trying to remember, that's a American Jewelry Corporation, Inc., I think. Anyways, I don't know if it is or not, but that one feels really old. It's pretty cool. That's pretty. Ooh, this is a fun one. These are the kind of earrings that I say I wish I had the guts to wear. I know, I mean, anybody can wear whatever they want and, make something look stunning. I'm just a very simple kind of person. As you see, like, this is my jewelry. I have my sterling Jesus ring, pinky knuckle ring, and then just the now forever, always, don't tell my husband, I can't remember, ring that I wear for a wedding ring. But anyways, this is really pretty. It's just it's too much for this head, my head, but I think it's really pretty. It's fun to play with too. Anyways, tons of sparkle on that. And then just the metal coating on the back. It's kind of fun. And here we have a star. Reminds me of the PSA, the more you know, shooting star. But so it's like we're missing a couple of rhinestones, just some colorless rhinestones around the star, just a gold tone painted metal earring. No maker's mark on that. And this is pretty. We have another brooch. So it's got all of the clear rhinestones in this kind of textured gold tone metal. So the little ones that go all around the bow, and then like the bigger pieces in the middle, and then your faux pearl. So again, it's a little bit of verdigris in there, and that can be cleaned usually. So there's your pin back. Looks like it's in pretty good condition, minus the verdigris. I have to clean that. Kind of fun. I'm doing all my sparkly friends that are going to be used or sold individually to the right. Everybody else to the left. Let's get this big chunky one out of the way. Wow. So you have lots of purples. It's a stretch bracelet. It's a metal back like that, or metal coating. They are prong set, but I have a feeling, or I'm thinking that they are prong set to make it look more fancy than it is. I guess you still could call it fancy, but it's not high-end fashion. It's acrylic. Stretch bracelet. Has a lot of good shine though. I like all the different shades of the purple. That's pretty. Purple is my mom's favorite color. She's kind of simple when it comes to her jewelry taste too, though. Otherwise, I'd send her that one. Tell her, here you go from your favorite daughter. No. She has two, but I was the first. I'm the oldest, so of course I get to be the favorite in my mind. Okay, here is another earring. So it's got some gold tone tassels, and then it's got the those prong set. No, looks more like, what do they call that? Pave, but it's got the two Rivoli rhinestones, and then some baguettes, and just the round one. It's got some good sparkle in that though. It's pretty. I was just thinking especially with my videos, it appears to be watching jewelry unboxings. If somebody wanted to, they could totally make a drinking game out of it. Like every time they say vintage, take a drink. Every time they say pretty, take a drink. Every time they say, ooh, take a drink. It could be dangerous. Anyways, here's another part to that one that we had before. Where is it? So these must have... Well, that's interesting. Both the hooks, or maybe this was sideways. Anyways, this one's missing some of the rhinestone pieces. But again, for broken pieces, I think they were kind of pretty. Oh, got it unstuck. So you have some more pieces here, broken pieces. This one, I'm not sure if it was a necklace or it must have been part of a necklace. It's pretty big, but it's got kind of like Christmassy colors. The dark green, kind of like emerald, and then the red like garnet, and the white, clear colorless rhinestones. They all feel acrylic. But with the back, I really can't tell necessarily what that was. I'm assuming it probably was part of a necklace, like it looks like it broke off here. But I don't see anything that would have shown that it was a brooch or anything. So that'd be good for if you're making like a holiday piece or if you're doing some art with it, like a nice Christmas one. And there's a pretty rhinestone earring. Got the little diamond there. Just the pierced earring. Oh, there's some sparkle. Wow. I don't know if you can see that in the light. And then it's like a green acrylic faux stone dangling from it. It's the gold tone earring. Here's a pretty heart pendant. If you can see the light on that. The red with the silver back. Hi, it's Aly, MostlySunnySales. So apparently my video cuts out at 33 minutes on this camera. Good to know for future use. Just wanted to say thank you for watching the rhinestone video. And I have a lot more to go through, so I'll be making some more. I hope you had fun. Hope you saw some pretty pieces in there. Hope it inspires somebody to do some crafting with the broken stuff, not the good stuff. You can do what you want. Anyways, nice to meet you. Hello. And hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you again soon. And until next time, be kind to yourself and kind to others. Thank you. Bye.